Welcome viewers to 6th lecture of oscillation. In this part we are going to see concept of simple pendulum and time period of simple pendulum. Also we are going to see the concept of second pendulum. Simple pendulum. So here we observe a diagram of simple pendulum. This arrangement is known to be as a simple pendulum. A bob suspended by light and inextensible string from the rigid support. There are two types of simple pendulum, ideal simple pendulum and practical simple pendulum. So what is meant by ideal simple pendulum? It is simply a heavy particle suspended by a weightless and inextensible string from a rigid support is called as an ideal simple pendulum. But practically, it is not possible to have a heavy particle. So, by the concept of center of mass, we replace this heavy particle by a small heavy sphere known to be as a bob. So, practical simple pendulum can be defined as a small heavy sphere suspended by a light and inextensible string from a rigid support. Here we are going to calculate time period of simple pendulum. Also we are going to show the motion of simple pendulum is linear simple harmonic motion. So here we consider a bob of mass m suspended with the help of light and inextensible string. The length of pendulum is L. What is meant by length of pendulum? It is simply the distance between the center of gravity of the bob to the point of rigid support. So we displaces the bob by the distance x from its mean position. When we are holding this bob at point B, the forces acting on the bob are its weight acting vertically downward, that is mg, and the tension developing in the string is T, which is acting vertically towards the rigid support. So none of the force we observe, it is moving towards the point A. So that as we release the bob, we observe it start moving along this path. It moves to and fro about its mean position A. So none of the force is acting towards this point A, towards the mean position. So we resolve this weight mg into its component. So by splitting this mg into its component, such as a component which is acting along the string and another component which is acting perpendicular to the string. Angle between this component and the mg is theta by the corresponding angle theorem. So this component is adjacent to theta, hence we can write this as mg cos theta, and this is opposite component, so it is mg sin of theta. So if here we consider the tension in the string completely balance the component mg cos theta, the only imbalanced force experienced by the bob is mg sin theta, which take this bob mg sin theta towards the mean position. So this mg sin theta is a restoring force acting on the bob. So restoring force acting on the bob we can express as minus mg sin of theta. If here we consider this theta is very small, means less than 11 degree, then we can say that sin theta is equals to theta. So rewriting equation for the restoring force, F is equal to minus mg theta, where angle theta we can write by using relation arc length upon radius. So angle theta we can write as x by L. Replacing into this relation of restoring force, we get restoring force as a minus mg x by L. The term mass of the bob, acceleration due to gravity at that place, and the length of pendulum are constant. Hence we can write the restoring force is directly proportional to displacement, and the negative sign shows that the direction of displacement and the restoring force are directed opposite to each other, which is same as that of the concept of linear simple harmonic motion. So here we get the motion of simple pendulum is linear simple harmonic motion. To calculate the time period of simple pendulum, here restoring force is equal to minus mg x by L. According to Newton's second law of motion, we can write acceleration of the bob we consider as A. So mass into acceleration, ma is equal to minus mg x by L. Mass get cancelled, hence we get the term acceleration as minus g x by L. If we take this displacement to this side, we get acceleration per unit displacement as minus g by L. And according to linear simple harmonic motion, we have the acceleration as minus omega square x, means acceleration per unit displacement we get as minus omega square. So here equating these values, omega square we get as a g by L. And the time period of simple pendulum is simply the time taken by the bob to complete one oscillation is called to be as its periodic time. So we can write equation for time period as 2 pi upon omega. So taking this omega in root, so we get 2 pi upon under root of omega square. So the term omega square is g by L, hence we write the time period as 2 pi upon under root of g by capital L. Then rearranging the term, we get time period as 2 pi under root of L by g. Using this relation, we can state laws of simple pendulum. That first law, the time period of simple pendulum is directly proportional to square root of its length. So T is in proportion with square root of length of pendulum. Second law, the time period of simple pendulum is inversely proportional to square root of acceleration due to gravity at that place. So relation, that is T, is inversely proportional to 1 upon under root of acceleration due to gravity. Third, the period of simple pendulum does not depend on its mass. We observe the term mass is missing in the equation of time period. So it does not depend on mass. Fourth, the period of simple pendulum does not depend on its amplitude. Also we does not found the term amplitude in the equation of time period. Concept of seconds pendulum. The second represent the value of time period of simple pendulum. So second pendulum can be defined as the simple pendulum whose period is 2 seconds is called as seconds pendulum. As we know, the relation of time period of simple pendulum is 2 pi under root of L by G, where seconds pendulum time period is 2 seconds. So we can write 2 is equals to 2 pi under root of Ls upon G. The term Ls represent here the length of second pendulum. So squaring on both sides and simplifying the term, we get length of seconds pendulum as acceleration due to gravity upon pi square. Here, if we use the acceleration due to gravity as 9.8 meter per second square, then we get the length of second pendulum is approximately equals to 1 meter. Conical pendulum. What is meant by conical pendulum? That we know. A bob traces a horizontal circular motion and the string traces conical path. Such a simple pendulum is known to be as conical pendulum. So here the trajectory of the motion of the bob we found it is horizontal circle. Second, the kinetic energy and potential energy in conical pendulum remain constant. Horizontal component of the force is the governing force, that means it provides necessary centripetal force for its horizontal circular motion. The time period is calculated by using relation T is equals to 2 pi under root of L cos theta upon G. String can never be horizontal in conical pendulum. In simple pendulum, the trajectory of the motion of the bob is a part of vertical circular motion. The sum of kinetic energy and potential energy is remain constant in simple pendulum. The tangential component of the weight is the governing force in simple pendulum which restores the bob to the mean position. The time period is given by 2 pi under root of L by G. With large amplitude, the string can be horizontal. So, this is the distinguishing point between conical pendulum and simple pendulum.